Hi guys, Yuri here again. Man, we have a lot to talk about. It has been a while since I've done my last update. The last one was probably on the Cynthia's Rose Raid card. We're gonna talk about a lot today, guys. We're gonna talk about the Prismatic Evolution Super Premium Collection. We're gonna talk about Pokemon Day and more information on Legend ZA that comes later 2025. We're gonna talk about TCG Pocket. Like, there's a lot of stuff that we're gonna talk about, and I think the further we go on in the video, the more interesting it will get. So stay tuned, guys. Now the first thing that I want to talk about, and it has been a while since we've had this news, is that the Destined Rivals set. I mean, some people were a bit disappointed, and understandably. We were hoping for a specific Team Rocket set, although we actually already got news from quite a while ago that it would be combined with Heatwave Arena from the Japanese side of things. So it's not that strange that they chose another name, but for some reason, some people thought it was not going to be Team Rocket. That's a bit of a misunderstanding, because Team Rocket will still be part of Destined Rivals. It's just not only going to be Team Rocket. If you want the pure Team Rocket set, then go for the Glory of Team Rocket in Japan. And that set will be part of Destined Rivals, together with Heatwave, Arena, and perhaps some other cards. We don't know yet, basically. But that is... They gave some clarification on that in regards to the... What was it? The Brazilian set, I think? What is it called? Rivais Predestinados. I think this was the name that they gave for Brazilian Portuguese logo of the set. So what did we see? We see Mewtwo with Giovanni. I think that's a given. We already expected that from the trailer that we got way back already, where we saw the big black R with Mewtwo flying through it, basically. I mean, we did not know about Giovanni yet, but it's kind of a given. If we got Rocket's Mewtwo, Giovanni has to be part of that. Then we see Arbok, Coughing, Murkrow, Rattata as Pokemon on another pack art, with some of the grunts, some I forgot the name of these, but these were basically like some bosses in the Johto games with Team Rocket. So far, we have not seen anything on Jesse and James or Meowth. Are they going to be in that? Possibly, I don't know. I think if they would be in it, I think it would be a missed opportunity to not put them on the packs. But it could be, maybe not. We got the big red R on the black background from Team Rocket, so that's nice. We got Cynthia's Garchomp. Can't wait for that card to be revealed, or at least the SIR for that. And then the Ho-Oh from Ethan. But yeah, so if people were confused, Team Rocket will still be part of Destined Rivals. It's just not going to be only a Team Rocket themed set. But then we got a couple of new releases for Heatwave Arena, and this one is the Rotom. And I saw a couple of people talk about this and saying like it's almost identical to the Rotom V Altart from Lost Origin, and it did remind me as well of that. The setting is a little bit different, but it's very similarly composed and like framed. Let's say it did remind me of the one from Lost Origin that I do have. So does it mean that the one from Lost Origin is going to rise in price? Maybe. I don't know. But I kind of like the art. He's like, besides the computer with like the keyboard, I like the setting. I like this card quite a bit. It's not my favorite, but it's kind of cool. Then this is some news on the Pokemon Day, and there was a lot of news with the video that we saw on the official Pokemon's channel on YouTube regarding the Pokemon Day, some releases. There's apparently a Sylveon promo, and I don't know where to get this in Europe. But the good thing about this is that in Europe we are getting this promo, and I still have to release this video. But on the day that I'm recording this, yesterday, I actually went on like to some stores to check how much Pokemon products do they have. And by accident, I stumbled upon this promo if I bought for 30 euros. So I just have this card right now in my possession, because over here in Europe we do not get the 2-pack blister from Prismatic Evolutions. The good thing, in my opinion, with this is that it's sealed. In the 2-pack blister, it's not sealed, so it's more prone to damage. So it's so the card that I got on the front looks good. On the back, you cannot know because it's a different. It's not the back of the card. You actually see another card. It was the same with the Van Gogh Pikachu, actually. So that's kind of nice that we do get the promo in that sense. Pokemon Presents. That was today. It was actually the day before yesterday. I was hyped for Pokemon Day. I was searching for deals, but there were not a lot of deals over here in Europe. But there was a lot of news revealed. We're gonna talk about that a little bit later as well. I don't know. Some people still were thinking that they were going to announce some black and white remakes. I said it before. I did not really see them do that. Because like releasing new games for black and white like this summer, for them to then release Legend ZA in like November, it does not really make sense to me. Why would they do that? It's not because the TCG, Pokemon TCG releases a black and white set that it announces a black and white remake. I mean, so I don't see that happening. They did not announce black and white remakes, and I did not expect them to either. But I'm still hyped for the set to come out though. So let's see, is there anything interesting over here? Not that I see. I mean, there's this playmat apparently from Scarlet and Violet with the Eevee. Some people were thinking apparently that it was going to be a flying type evolution in one of the next games. I don't know. I don't see it happening. I see the balloons. I think it's more around that. I don't see and it was about this image as well. I mean, I don't see a flying evolution coming. I don't see it happening. Let's see here. Let's go over. We're just scrolling through all the posts on PokeBeach, and then later on we're gonna go to the official Pokemon Center not website, but the YouTube channel to see some stuff. This is about a type of deck. Then we got a couple of releases for Heatwave Arena here. Arven's, Mabosstiff, Greedent, and more Arven's Pokemon. The most interesting part to me is, of course, the illustration rare of Greedent. Looks cute. Looks kind of cute. It reminds me a little bit of the Iono's Kilowattrel. Similar art style, I would say, with the thick black outlining. So in that sense, I kind of like it. Nothing too special about that if you don't play the game. I don't really play the physical card game, so I don't know too much about it, like the Mabosstiff and such. Then next, something else is about GameStop. Apparently, GameStop discontinues Pokemon TCG pre-orders at stores and websites. And there's been some controversy, to say the least, about GameStop, because apparently they used to... I don't know, we don't have GameStop over here in Europe. But apparently it's a big player in games over in the United States. And they started with Pokemon last year, I think, with grading and such, because physical games do not really sell anymore. And apparently a big thing with them is that they are not selling over MSRP or something like that. But apparently right now they're doing that. Whilst, and I did not know this, apparently GameStop does not get their product from a distributor. Apparently they get their product straight from Pokemon. Then I think like, okay, well, like some stores that get their product from distribution cannot really lower their prices or ask MSRP for products if they get from distribution. If distribution asks higher prices, right? Now, GameStop does not get their product from distribution, but from Pokemon themselves. So that's a bit more sketchy, I think, what they're doing. But yeah, I think it's not that big of a surprise. I think the market that we're in, they also see the profit that they can make with it. Will it be negative for GameStop in the future? I guess we'll have to find out. But then next, we got the Zero Aura from Heatwave Arena. That's a regular art. It looks nice, but it's a regular card, I think. Yeah, so nothing crazy on that. This is a live stream that they had. And then we got... I don't know why they keep putting Ogerpon in all these sets and like all the versions. Like, is it not possible to just put one version in a certain set and not having all 4 of them? At least it's just regular cards. It's not the EXs this time. But again, we have all 4 different versions of Ogerpon coming to, is it Heatwave Arena? Yeah. So it's gonna be part, I think, from Destined Rivals as well. Not confirmed, we don't know that, but I think it will. So that's that. Let's continue. The next bit of news is here some artwork revealed. A spectator badge interest list. I don't know what this is all about. Let's see here. The artwork for Worlds 2025 in Anaheim, California has been revealed. The theme appears to be so-called drive-through dining like In-N-Out Burgers or Sonic. Looks cool, but I don't really know what this is all about. Like Worlds 2025, I'm not really updated on that. So I will just go through the next bit of news. A couple of new cards revealed, but just again some regular cards here. I'm just more interested in the illustration rares, the hits, the SIRs, maybe some full arts. And then we got the new announcement of Triumphant Light for Pocket, for TCG Pocket. And this was announced on Pokemon Day during the video announcements on their channel. It looks great. We don't have a good look on the pack art. It's not very high definition or high quality, this picture, but it looks great, and the cards in it are just incredible. I don't know if we got some more news on that. I think we do, but let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it a little bit later on in the video. Next, there's a Lily playmat apparently that's gonna be a giveaway with Pokemon Masters EX. But yeah, okay. Then we got a couple of Legend Tins, and again, these 2 promos in it, the Koraidon and Zacian, again, are part of the starter deck generations from Japan that we did not get yet in English. So that's that. Probably some cool tins with the packs inside. Then something surprising is the Marnie's Morpeko and the Stevens Beldum. A lot of us were expecting those cards or those AIRs, excuse me, to come over in English to the set of, was it Journey Together or Destined Rivals? I don't know, but apparently they're gonna be also in their own decks over here in Europe, and I think that's a good marketing decision. Because of that, I'm sure a lot of people will buy these decks. Because usually I don't think these decks are very popular, because there's not the rarest cards in them, or like art-wise at least. Now that there are 2 illustration rares in their own separate deck, I think people will actually buy these decks more. These decks will be bought out a lot more, or a lot quicker, I think, because of these 2 cards. Because these two cards are gorgeous. Steven's Beldam looks really good. Beldam looks happy in that. And then we got Marnie's Morpeko. This looks awesome. This looks really awesome. Like, if you know the part of the game, the city where Marnie's from, and her brother, you kind of recognize the neon lights here. So that's really cool. I might want to try to get some of these battle decks. So that's kind of nice. Next, big news. Super Premium Collection from Prismatic Evolutions. We know this was coming. We knew this was coming. And we saw some pictures on the printing of the boxes. Apparently, there were some photos leaked from some pallets with these boxes stacked, and people were like, "Oh my God, there's super many of those!" Like, guys, be realistic. Like, a couple of pallets of these boxes is nothing. That's nothing. Like, this product has to go worldwide. A couple of pallets of this product is not enough. Of course, we don't know how many of these boxes are being printed worldwide. But they would need a ton of that. A shitload of these boxes that is what they need to really get equal with demand, because demand is just incredibly high. So they need to print a lot of it, and I've heard a lot of people talk about, like, oh, they posted that they would that Pokemon would print more cards, more Prismatic Evolutions. Like, where is the product? And, like, guys, you have to realize that they need some time to arrange this. Like, arranging more prints of a certain set does not happen like overnight. It needs some time, and some of the people that do have distribution, like Pokeyani, Danny Phantom, they also know, like, it takes a while. It takes like over 6 months at least, I think, until they get the printers going at full speed, if they did not do that already. And I do think, my opinion on that is, I do think that they will be able to print like a ton more, and I do think eventually the prices will come down. Probably not to the level that we found Crown Zenith or Pokemon Go or whatever set that came that we were able to buy at like 35 to 40 euros or dollars. I don't think that's gonna be the case. But to be fair, the only ETBs from 151 that I only have 3. Yeah, and I opened one. And I bought 3 more, so I had 4. But the 3 that I have, I bought from somebody for 50 euros. And that was by far the cheapest that I could get them. I don't know about the United States. I think they could get them for cheaper some at some places. At a certain time, but I was only able to buy my ETBs from 151 at 50 euros, and that was a good deal, because right now they're going like for almost 200 euros. So I don't think the Prismatic ETBs will go down that low, but I think definitely they should be able to recover, to go down below 100. I think some people say no, that's not gonna happen. The prices are too high, the demand is too high. Well, let's just wait. Let's just wait and see what they are able to do. Give them the time to reprint some of the stuff. And I don't want to pay 150 euros for something that has just been released. And we know the reprints are only going to be there like in 6 months. So I'm not going to buy a lot more ETBs right now for 150 euros. Knowing that there's gonna be reprints, not per se for ETBs, but in general for Prismatic Evolutions and maybe other sets by next summer. I'm not gonna do that. You can, if you don't have any, you can buy maybe a couple, just to have some. But if you have some for a good price, like, I don't see why you should buy any more than that, and like leave it for some other people as well, maybe. But yeah, so the super premium collection is gonna be hyped, guys. It looks amazing. Look at the picture here. It looks clean, like really clean. I think the material that it's made from, I think it will be kind of similar to the 151 UPC that we got. It looks good, but I do think the material that they used for the Charizard UPC or the Pikachu UPC for celebrations, I think was a higher quality box in itself. So there's that, but it looks amazing. And the products inside are just gorgeous. Like this plushy Eevee deck box looks amazing, and I think I did see it in a video from PTCG Radio from Ross. He showed this off in some kind of, was it a Chinese product? I don't know, or a Korean product for Prismatic Evolutions, where they had this deck box. It looks amazing, and it goes together with the Eevee pouch in the pouch collection from Prismatic Evolutions as well. This playmat looks gorgeous as well. I can't wait to see what it looks like in real life, as that will be one of the most popular playmats probably in the past couple of years. So that's cool. That's really cool. Let's see, what do we have besides this? Okay, the sleeves look nice, and of course the promo is a big deal as well. There's only one promo, so that's a big difference with previous UPCs, not super premium collections, because like it's very confusing. The super premium collection, the last one that we got, was the Charizard, the big square box with the statue of Charizard. That was a super premium collection. So, but this is nothing like that. This seems more like an ultra premium collection rather than a super premium collection. The super premium collection only had 11 packs, had a statue, had 3 promos, and it was a variety of different packs. This one has 15 booster packs, has 1 promo, has no statue. So it's more like along the lines of the UPCs. Although, and like some people are excited, like, oh my god, there's an SIR promo in this. There's 15 booster packs. Are you crazy? Like, if you compare it to the UPCs, for example, 151, if you take it product for product, the 151 UPC actually has more. It has 16 booster packs, so 1 pack extra, and it has 2 extra promos. It also has an SIR promo, being the Mew from 151 over in Japan, as a promo in English. Has the Mewtwo illustration rare as a promo, and then the metal card Gold Mew. That's pretty dope. Also, we get the dice. We got the dice with the 151 UPC. We don't have them here, I think, unless they're in the deck box. I don't really know. But actually, product for product, there's more in the 151 UPC, and for that matter, in the Charizard UPC, and celebrations for that matter as well. So, but of course, Prismatic is so hyped. 15 booster packs of this is insane, right? And apparently MSRP for this product is 90 euros or $90. There is no way that you will be able to get this product in the beginning for that price. There is no way. I don't believe it. Like the Elite Trainer box, the ETB is going for like 130 already and only has 9 packs. Why the hell would a super premium collection with 15 booster packs and an SIR promo be less valuable than that? It does not make sense to me. I mean, if they print so many that that this price is respected by stores, but I doubt it, this will sell out instantly. I'm sure of that. So that is huge. That is really huge. So that was really big news for today. But then we got a couple more posts here. the Ponyta and Rapidash from Heatwave Arena, and we got the illustration rare from Rapidash. It's an interesting art. I prefer it when we see the full Pokemon with some area. This looks more like a painting with some of the flowers. The colors are gorgeous. It's a softer look. It looks good. It's not my favorite, but it looks good. I think they did a good job with this. I think it will be a good illustration rare overall. It just will probably not be the most popular in the set. Alright. And then we got some extra news from Pokemon Day. The Pokemon Champions game announced for Switch and mobile. It looked really good. I don't have any experience with the game. It looks like a stadium game, which I don't have any experience with either, but it looks amazing. It looks amazing, and I saw some terrestrialization like gimmick in there. We saw the Mega Evolution in it, so I'm not gonna talk about that too long. But then one of the biggest parts, we got the reveal of Mega Lucario and Mega Gardevoir revealed for the Pokemon TCG. It's very interesting because I mean, we did know that we did not know, there was no confirmation, but we got the titles Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia, I don't know, revealed earlier. So we kind of knew that and we already knew it before, because they announced, or they showed the Mega symbol in the first trailer for Legends EA. So we kind of expected there to be a future set with Mega Evolutions, and they announced it right here with 2 Mega Evolutions being Lucario and Gardevoir. And finally, we will probably get, I assume there's going to be an SIR for Mega Lucario. SIRs for Mega Pokemon. I cannot wait until we see that. Now, the interesting thing as well with this is that with Lucario, there's one attack called Mega Brave, and with Gardevoir, there's an attack called Mega Symphonia. And these were, if I'm not mistaken, the names of the sets. So are these the picture of the set, like we have, for example, Walking Wake was like the face of Wild Force in Japan, whilst Iron Leaves was the face of Cyber Judge. So is that gonna be the case like in this? Like is Mega Lucario going to be the face of the Mega Brave set, and then Mega Gardevoir the face of Mega Symphonia? Or are multiple Pokemon getting this attack? I don't know. There's some interesting stuff going on game-wise as well. I looked up the video from PTCG Radio talking about this and what is different from these Megas compared to back into the X and Y era. Because apparently in the X and Y era, you had to evolve your Mega Evolution from the final evolution. So, for example, in this case, back then you would have to evolve Mega Gardevoir from Gardevoir. In this case, apparently, Mega Gardevoir evolves from Kirlia, from what we see. Same thing for Lucario from Riolu, and not from Lucario. There's some interesting stuff about that. Now, look up the video for the announcement in this. You can kind of see it, but not too much. But when you see the trailer, there's some sparkly stuff going on the card that really looks good in my opinion. I'm really curious how it will look in real life, but I think that's a bit of a refreshing touch on the Megas that we did not have back in the day. But I do think the Mega Evolutions from back in X and Y look amazing. I do have some cards from back then. That was an era that I got back into Pokemon for a while, so I do have some cards from that era. So that's really interesting. Then we got some more news on GameStop selling products above MSRP upon release. So that was what we were talking about earlier. The starters from Legends EA. We got Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile. I thought, like, this is interesting because we have Chikorita and Totodile both from the 2nd generation and Tepic from the 5th generation. And some people might think, like, where's Typhlosion? Typhlosion was already a starter in Legends Arceus. So, I mean, it's a given that he's not a starter right here. But it's interesting, though, that we have both the 2nd and the 5th generation as starters in here. Because people were speculating before we got an announcement for Legends EA that that people thought like it was either going to be a Johto remake or it's going to be a Black and White remake. We did not get any of them, but the starters are from both the 2nd and the 5th generation. I thought that was very interesting. My favorite is gonna be Totodile for sure. It depends what their final evolutions look like for the Kalos forms, let's say. It's interesting that it's gonna take place in Lumio's city exclusively. Like they don't use the full Kalos area or region, I should say. That's interesting. So I'm hyped for it. But like they expanded on the cities like so much. There's so much to do there. But I'm really curious what is going to happen lore-wise and such. Because it seems to me like it's a bit limited if you only stay within the city. So I'm really curious how it will turn out. But it looks great. I hope there's no problems like they had with Scarlet and Violet, like the rendering and buffering, like the frame issues, or the I don't know, like there were a couple of complaints about that. We got the Shaman from Heatwave Arena, but this is also a regular card, so nothing too much interesting about that. Misty Starmie and Misty Staryu from Heatwave Arena. I don't know if there's gonna be an illustration rare of these, but that would be nice. I'm really looking forward to the Misty's Gyarados, though. But then Triumphant Lights. This is the last big news for today. And guys, the cards in this look incredible. I have not seen all of them, but some of them are just amazing. Like, look at the art that is on the packs here. I mean, it's horizontal here. It's usually vertical, but we see Arceus right here, Heatran, Tyranitar, Raichu, Crobat. Any more? I don't see, but it looks amazing. It looks amazing. Let's take a look at the cards. It's interesting. There are some Arceus cards in it that have some effects if Arceus is in play. So that's kind of cool. But let's take a look at this, guys. We got an a Leafeon Rainbow. Very cool card in my opinion. Looks similar to some of the alt arts or SIRs that we've got in SIRs. Sorry, not SIRs. Alt arts that we got in Sword and Shield era. Houndoom is amazing. I pulled this card from a Wonder pick. This is exactly what I wish Houndoom looked like in Shrouded Fable. Like, imagine this art in Shrouded Fable. This is so much better in my opinion than the one that we got in Shrouded Fable. Shrouded Fable is not bad, but like the bit of fire out of his mouth with all the shadows and such. Perfection is what I call it. Meryl, really cute. I really prefer the badass arts like the Houndoom. Glaceon looks amazing as well here. Also has an EX. Then we got Unknown. Reminds me a little bit of the Tapu Bulu from Shrouded Fable. The art looks kind of nice. Then we got Sudowoodo. Is also a pretty nice one. Then we got the Rainbow Garchomp fighting against Arceus. This is badass. Like, imagine the Cynthia's Garchomp being anywhere as cool as this. Incredible. We got Magnemite, looks kind of nice. Probopass is really cool as well. For some reason, there's some rain going on here. And his magnets are like chilling here on the side. That's kind of interesting. Don't know what's going on there. Shaman, amazing art. Amazing art. This reminds me of last summer when I went to Italy with my dad. Really cool art there. And then we got the immersive Arceus. Look at this art. Oh my god. This is the most majestic thing I've seen, I think. And then the gold, of course. But guys, yeah, that was everything that I wanted to talk about. It was a pretty long update, but I think it was kind of necessary. Like I said, the next video probably is going to be one where I visit some stores over here in Europe, in Belgium, in my neighborhood, to see how much product is available and and what the prices are for some people. Is it possible to get some product? But I hope you look forward to that, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video. Also, don't forget to check out some of my other update videos, some of my opening videos. I really appreciate your support, guys. Thank you so much, and see you guys next time. Bye.